Hello and welcome to another playthrough of the LemmingsForums level design contest level collection. This time contest number 33. And we've got 3 new rules to cover. Not as many levels, also due to 2 levels being withdrawn, but well, let's get through them. Maybe we can even do this in one video. So the first rule was I need to remember the rule set. I think it was you need to make a one of every skill kind of level. I don't know. Read the exact details in the topic. But yes, it should be one of each skill. Even the original skills. Yes, that was the rule. So let's load in the replay. The first level is by Armani and it's called Underwood. Very nice looking level in the rock tile set. So we've got one trap here, a lot of exits. We will be using this one mainly. So first we dig down here, we need to be able to climb up later. And for that we also block right on top of this pillar here. So that the climber can climb back up from below. Well, now he's a climber and a floater. We simply go up here and this construction will make it so we simply go under the exit. We land here and now we can climb back up. We go over all of this, make a big round around the map. Here we bash through, go over the exit, use the builder to patch up this gap. As you already saw, we can simply walk up here. From up here we can simply drop down. And for the crowd to be able to get up, we mine all the way. And now we may need to make this round one more time, as we need to get the crowd out and we need the climber for that. We need to bomb this gem. So another circle, and we use this construction a second time. And this is the solution. It's not too hard, but you need to examine the map carefully to, well, you actually do figure out the way really quickly, but this is the main thing you need to realize. That you, how to get the climber back up in order to prepare the way for the crowd here. Alright, just nuke the last blocker. This is my level, we skip over that. And we load in the level from K. Ryan. It's Crazy Sports Day. We've got a lot of hatches. And I think I need to stop at the start a little bit. Yes. Here we need to float. This is splat height. And yes, he will be also a climber, so we can go all the way around. We build over this gap. Here we block and dig, so nobody splats and everybody can drop into that exit. Only got 3 skills left. Bash through here. We bomb, and during the bomber animation he mines away the terrain below him so he can drop down into the exit before he explodes. And that's it. This will simply be solved by our athlete. No additional input required here. So the main difficulty comes from this part. You have to realize that you need to use the bomber animation in order to save that lemming. This took a bit, but yes, the other section, you have to realize you have to use the blocker on the left. But that's not too bad. We're already into rule number 2. Trying to remember what was the rule here. Ah, yes, we have to make a level with 2 lemmings out of 2 hatches, and they have to go in different exits as well, and they need to interact with each other. So not just simply make 2 levels and make a steel wall in between them. And we start with Rusty Rune Zone by Armani. Got a lot of splat and anti-splat pads here, and also a portal. This lemming will simply go down. Cannot land on the splat pads in any way. Down here, got more anti-splat. And we start by making a nice little construction with the 2 builders here. So this place is over the splat pads. So this lemming will turn around, and we dig and build here. So we have a little hole that just lines up with the drop from the very top. Here we shimmy back in the direction of the portal. And as we made that little structure here, he drops down onto the builders and does not splat. Here we shimmy back up through the portal. Block at the pipe. Laser through here. Press the bottom. Drop down onto the anti-splat pad. So this is a safe fall. Shimmy across. And now we can free the blocker from below with the laser. He can simply shimmy towards the last button and the upper exit. And that's it. So the hardest part of this level is to figure out the exact setup on these splat and anti-splat pads. The section at the very end with the blocker I figured out quite fast, but yes, you have to find the right way for the splat and anti-splat pads. I also found a little backwards there, but I think I just built from below to the top left platform with the portal again. But yes, that was fixed by simply extending the splat pads. And we move on to Redneck Redemption by Crane. I've got 2 solutions here. One was the Remove Talisman solution. So we dig down facing the left, but also use a blocker to turn him around again, as we start onto on steel here, so can't simply dig down at this place. This lemming will walk out to the left, bash towards the right, build and turn around on the dirt. And we turn and mine towards the exit, and this basher will reach that other exit just in time. But before we finish here, I also show off the alternate solution, which managed to do this in 1 minute, but we use the same exit, but it's very, very precise. Drop down. Wait, and this is exactly timed where we just turn around at the edge, block, drop down. Now both are facing towards the right. This is just enough of a basher tunnel that we can mine down. And now we have to turn around the basher at the exact time, so we are able to solve this in 1 minute. And 3, 2, with 2 seconds to spare. You have, in order to do it in 1 minute, you have to figure out the digger and blocker part in just the exact timing, so that the blocker is on the very left edge of the digger tunnel and also drops drops down below, facing the right. This is pixel precise. I skip over my own level, but the standard solution is quite clean, so yes, I think this talisman was originally planned for just covering up that edge case, that, well, very timing precise edge case of a solution. And we've also got Help Me Help Dune by K. Ryan. Got 1 lemming at the top and 1 lemming at the bottom. 2 closed exits and 3 buttons to press. The first part is quite obvious, just 2 builders, but they have to be aligned up a little bit. You might already guess what this is for. Then we shimmy across to the upper bottom. Shimmy up here as well. Here we wait for the time being. Press the very upper button. And mine down over the 2 bridges to the very bottom. And also bash through here. You will press the upper bottom and then drop down into the basher tunnel. And with another shimmier we are able to send him towards the lower exit. This is too high for a jumper though, so the jumper will go at the upper place. So we can exit to the upper exit. This level, it seems intimidating, but a lot of the skills just fall in place. I think the most difficult part is the lower bit here, but yes, you can guess where the bridges and the miner have to go. It just well, falls in place too quickly for that. So, and we already move on to rule number 3, where we have to make a Lemmings 3 type of level. So all skills need to come from pickup skills. We can at maximum have a 7-minute timer, which we have here. And also only 10 lemmings, which need to be saved all. And we start with Benzene by Armani. I don't know if I pronounced that correctly. So let's start. Got quite a long level here. First we need to split up worker lemmings from the main group. We do that with a builder here. We cannot simply bash through. Also need to cover up this hole. And with a basher we will make a hole in here soon enough. 1 lemming drops down when we can get him out with a climber. And with a basher we make a dent in here. So this way the climber can climb up in here and bash through it all the way. And we've got a worker lem. Another builder here. Grab the climber and immediately send out another. As we need to collect these skills, we bash through here and build. Build at the very bottom, and as soon as this bridge finish, we collect the pickup skills, assign the floater, and the lower bridge will catch the upper lemming. Makes a little detour so we can patch up this gap before he arrives. I want the athlete to build the bridge to the top part though. The other climber just makes another detour. We simply collect all the skills at the very top. Float down here, this is splat height. Build up to the upper part to collect another builder and also open up this area for later. We built here, this bridge is enough to make this fall survivable, and also it still keeps that ditch here very low. You will see why that's important later. The athlete builds over this gap. Bash through here. And I build up to collect the upper basher, also to be able to access the upper parts. We'll turn around so we can prepare this other bridge, and also we prepare a bridge here. Make another detour. Bash through this. And mine over this bridge to open up a hole for the crowd later. But we are missing some builders. Get these from here. Bash through. Collect this bridge. And this is why it's important that this is the athlete. So we can float on and get the other builder. With the two builders we can prepare this bridge to the miner tunnel. Simply exit here. Got one basher left, and this is for this wall. Now this is important that we kept this ditch low, so there is an opening from the top, as the climber will go all the way around. He drops onto the bridge and survives the fall, and drops down into the basher tunnel. If this did not make a hole here, he will climb up and splat. So this was the last part of the level I needed to get right. Took a bit, but well, that little detail at the end can throw you off guard. This is my own level again, and we finish with, we got Mad Lemmings 3 lab skills. Got 5 hatches even. A lot of them are contained at the start. Sign one climber here. Get a few more skills. Build over this gap and dig down that pillar. Those two hatchers will simply gather at those two locations. I think we need to wait for more skills right now. Yeah. No, this gap needs to be patched. Climber gets through. Now all crowds are contained for the moment. Patch up this gap. Climb over that hatch. Dig down the left pillar though. I think you could even dig down the right pillar and let the hatch gather here. But well, it doesn't really matter. Dig down and mine through the bridge. This drop is still survivable, only at 4 full blocks will this drop be deadly. And this miner releases that crowd, and also makes this part passable for the lower crowd, and we can all move towards the exit. So it's just figuring out where to gather all the crowds so they can all be released with one miner. This pass through here is just bait, so you cannot simply go through. You will be sacrificing too many builders to make the trap safe. The trap area safe, so that is not an option. And as there are only my own levels left, I will make a cut here, so you can try to solve them yourself and have them all be separated in a separate video so you don't spoil yourself. And I'll see you then. Have a nice day.